everybody. Thanks for hanging out and spending a little bit of time here with me today. It's just about to be Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Big Cheds. It's 12/23/2024. This is part of the quick market update series on YouTube. Make sure you've watched the entire Masterclass technical analysis tutorials playlist. That'll be a huge help. I teach a professional TA. I try to make it simple for you. Japanese candlestick theory and classical charting. I've published 3 books. I got a 4th one on the way next year. Most of that stuff's free on my YouTube. Of course, I'm a founding analyst at Bitcoin Live, where I do it twice a week. Full market update. So how's everybody doing? I'm about 15, 20 minutes late, so I'm sorry for that. I've been traveling, but I'm home, and I wanted to make sure I do this update. I'll be back again on Thursday. I will not do one tomorrow, but I'll be back Thursday. So folks in the chat room, just say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Maybe leave a chart request or something, some interesting question about trading, and I'll see. Maybe I can address your question, and maybe we can create a little bit of value. So thanks for hanging out here. This is a big spot for Bitcoin. We've talked a lot. You might even say ad nauseum about this key level, how important it is, given how the price has responded. After the initial breakout, we did pause and consolidate. With the 92, roughly 91, 92K range peak. After the breakout, we held on the throwback. After the next breakout, we held on the throwback. And then we held again in this range. And here we are right back to demand. To put things into perspective, I'll start on the weekly chart. And we're looking at, first of all, the rising 200. It's an uptrend. And this is really price above a rising EMA 8. That's uber bullish. It's incredibly bullish. The first warning sign would be, however, if bulls are unable to hold the 91, 92K zone. Until that happens, you need to treat all of this as normal consolidation, likely to continue higher. So you start with the higher time frame, drop to the lower time frame, and analyze things. You say, okay, in the daily, we lost the EMA 8, lost the EMA 34, but this is where bulls have consistently stepped in since we broke out. As long as bulls continue to defend that level, you're looking at price tagging a rising MA 50, kind of as a part of an uptrend. You see the rising 200, and so that's what's really going to be most important. You can't just want something to go straight up. We had this really nice consolidation here, which allowed for another move higher. And I've been saying for a while, the best case for Bitcoin is going to be to continue to grind sideways while holding above 91, 92K. That's the base case. That's the best case, in my opinion. Those are two different things, base case and best case. But it's actually both of those. I think you want to assume that will happen. You want to follow the trend. You want to give bulls, again, we're still giving bulls the benefit of the doubt above this level while they're holding it. So as the price drops into it, you now have price at a key level, which is what you want. You don't want to be messing around in the middle of the channel. You're either buying strength on a lower high break, or you're exploring as you test the price, testing support, right? And so what you do, you drop to lower time frame, classical charting. After volatility with price at key level, you drop to lower time frame. And you can see, just even expressed pretty well here on the 4-hour, how important this price zone is. So this is a really big spot. We're going to want to see bulls hold there. Ethereum has been lagging to Bitcoin. There's no real change in that. Unable to hold at 3,500. Got some demand here right around 3K, but it's just been weak compared to Bitcoin. By itself, it's still a decent chart, but it's been weak compared to Bitcoin. And we see that with the Ethereum versus BTC pair. Some relative strength from Aave today. Aave's been a market leader. Aave's been one of my favorite charts, as you know. I talk about it all the time. So nice to see that continued relative strength. Let me jump back to the chat. Let's see how everybody's doing. I'm going to try to get to your questions. These are quick market updates, 15 minutes. All right, so let's see what everyone has to say. Much love for the streams. Thank you, Cohen. Educational. And from Medellin, thank you, my friend. Mucho gusto. I want this to be educational. I've studied TA professionally, and I try to make it so you don't have to go through everything I went through, reading all those textbooks and spending all that time. And that's really where, again, the tutorial series is where you want to start. So thank you. Hey, Peter. What's up, man? Peter says, hey, buddy. Good to see you, Peter. Ryan, Sabe, Paul. It's good to see a lot of Crusher Chocolate, a lot of names. It's great to see you folks. So let's see some questions here. Checking in. Any chance you could look at CRV? Sure, Taylor. I'm happy to do that. Taylor Posh has asked about Curve Finance. I had actually taken it off my list because it got downgraded a little bit. It was unable to hold on the breakout, but we'll take a quick look at it here. And let's clean this up. So let's clean up that. Let's take a look here on the weekly chart. All right. So really, it's a catch-up play. And here on the weekly chart, you see it's a downtrend, and it's a bounce into the falling, the falling 200. You see where the price paused here. You can very clearly draw that. You can use that as an overhead level. And the idea is that if you have the two-level filter break, the descending supply trend and the lower high break, then you got to hold a lower high, on the support test. And so this is where it has to hold. So if it's going to stair step, if it's going to continue with this nice volume and accumulation, CRV's got to hold 75, 80 cents range. Kind of dropped, has a decent initial response there, but it's a catch-up play, and the market seems to be shifting around a lot, and so I'm probably going to be focusing on the stronger stuff. This isn't quite there. I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it, to be honest. Let's see what else folks are talking about. Cheds, what about Sol? Bitcoin is at recent lows, but Sol might want to break short-term resistance. Yeah, I mean, I like Sol. I would have wanted to see it hold a little bit higher, but you have a nice trend. I like the consolidation. Similar to Bitcoin with that long sideways consolidation and breakout. This one's given a little bit more back, right? This would be like, 72K Bitcoin, whereas here it's like, 185.90 on Sol. If you go to the weekly chart, this is a nice trend. You like Sol, and with the price falling back into the peak of this range, you're thinking, okay, there's an opportunity here. So I still generally do like the Sol chart for sure. Joe says Sol to 160. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I don't like Injective MD. That's a bad looking chart. INJ is a bad chart. I do not like it. I would move on and play something else. It's a bad chart. Very bad. Unable to hold in that key break of 30.31. Now it's back below it. I don't like INJ. It's a bad chart. I would go play something else, to be honest. I just don't like it. Let's see what everyone else has to say. And Rube says, thanks for the info. I appreciate you. Hi from Belgium. You as well, Frank. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can you take a look at Zcash? Sure, I'll take a quick look at Zcash. Hope everybody's doing well. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Thanks for hanging out here with me. Zcash has a bit of relative strength the last couple of days. Nice outside bar here. Let's clean this up. And this is an outside bar in pretty good context. This big green candle, outside bar closing near the peak of the candle, coming after a move down. So that's the right spot for, and there's decent volume behind it. Nice follow through from that outside bar after an downtrend with volume. Back up above 50, back up above 55, and now challenging the lower high. If I step back, it's a kind of grinding higher type of trend. You see that with the slope of the daily MA 200. So it's a decent looking chart, and I like the relative strength, and you've got some nice follow through on that outside bar. Let's see how everybody is doing. So, Dreamer says, do you think Santa will come to save the 92K zone? I certainly hope so. I think it would be a good logical spot to hold, not only because bulls have responded there recently, but it is at the weekly EMA 8. It's with the rising trend, and if you look at the move, and you generally are examining any kind of an impulse move, you can kind of fade away, give away half of it, or sometimes the best case is you consolidate near the peak, kind of high and tight, maybe in that top third, and that's still generally what we're doing with Bitcoin here. And so the best case is going to be to hold here. It's easy to focus on the fact that we've dropped 108 to 92K. It's bearish, but is it? Is it really? When you step out, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trend. And you need consolidation to go higher. And so you can't be only bullish when the price, when the price is like at the uber peak. When the price is testing support in an uptrend, that's usually an opportunity. And what's nice about it is even if it doesn't hold, you don't stick around forever. Your risk is very well defined. I mean, you're certainly not holding below 90K if you're entering here for a long, any kind of a swing long, something like that. So you have price testing support in an uptrend at a well-defined level. I don't know what much more you really would want. So Chris says, thanks for what you do, homie. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me just check in with the chat to see any more interesting comments. And please hit like and please subscribe, folks. I'm not sure if you're already subscribed. The chat is set to subscriber only, so make sure you subscribe. Let's see. Let's take a look at Tao. Sure. Jaren Solo says, how's Tao looking? Hope you're doing well. Hello from Florida. Hey, what's up? How are you? I have Tao right here. This is a big spot for Tao. This is a big spot. Not a lot of price history, so it has that going against it. But after making this base, breaking out of the base, held on the throwback, and it's continued to hold here. If bulls continue to defend and hold in that 440, 450 range, then you have some reason to be encouraged. But should it lose this range, I think you really have to recheck your thesis. There's way better charts out there, to be honest. Folks, it is Monday. I am traveling tomorrow, Bitcoin Live Wednesday. Even though it's Christmas, I do Bitcoin Live no matter what, twice a week for the last 7 years. I'll be back here. I'll do another YouTube quick market update on Thursday, at some point on Thursday. This is part of the quick market update series. Go ahead and watch the Masterclass tutorials. Check out all my free books on here. And, say hi, leave a comment to the video, and or just have a great time. I'm happy you're here now. You don't really need to do anything. I just want to say hi. I appreciate you folks. I'm glad to be part of this space, and I'm going to thank you for coming and spend a little time here with me. So I'll be back on Thursday with another update, and we can kind of see what Bitcoin is doing then. So folks, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great holiday. Thank you.